So OpenAI just had their dev day, and it is true. We are getting an agent builder, and it's called Agent Kit. Check this out.
Thanks, Sam. Hi, everyone. I'm Christina, and I work on the team building Agent Kit. Today, I want to show you how Agent Kit helps developers create agents faster than ever before. So you may have already seen our Dev Day website. It's the site here that all of you have access to and has everything about today's schedule. But right now, it's just a static page. What if it could actually help you navigate the day and point you to the sessions that are most relevant to you? We're OpenAI. We need to have AI in our Dev Day website. So that's what we're going to build together, an agent powered by Agent Kit deployed right here inside this site. And to make this interesting, I'm going to give myself 8 minutes to build and ship an agent right here in front of you. You just heard how hard it is to build an agent, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge, and I'm going to start the clock now to keep me honest. Okay, we have a clock going. So I'm starting in the workflow builder in the OpenAI platform. And instead of starting with code, we can actually wire nodes up visually. Agent Builder helps you model really complex workflows in an easy and visual way using the common patterns that we've learned from building agents ourselves. So here on the left, we've already extracted the common building blocks. For example, tools like file search and MCP, guardrails, human in the loop, and other logical nodes. Today, I'm planning on building a workflow that uses 2 specialized agents. The first will be a sessions agent, which will return information about the schedule, and the second will be a more generic dev day information agent. So I'm starting off with a categorizing agent to just help route and categorize the type of message coming in, whether it's asking about a specific session or something more generic. And then I've added in an if-else node to route behavior based on that classifier. Next, I'll create the session agent.
This is just like an agent.
Here, I'll drag and drop an agent node.
All those tools.
I'll call this session agent. I'll give it the context about kind of grabbing information about a session. And then I can add in various tools here. Today, I already have a doc with all the information about sessions, so I'll simply drop that in. Let's call this sessions and attach it. So this agent now has all of the information needed to answer my questions. But showing the schedule should also be fun and visually interesting, not just plain text. So I'll also create a widget for them. I'll head over to our widget builder. Here I could create a widget from scratch. I can browse the gallery to learn about other widgets and reuse them. But for today, I've actually already designed a widget for this use case. In this case, it's an onboarding session widget for Froj, one of our Dev Day friends that you'll see around the venue, who's holding a 101 onboarding session in Golden Gate Park. So we can simply download this and then head back over to our agent and just attach it in as, I don't think I clicked download, so let me go back and actually click the button. Download. There we go. Great. So head over and attach it as an output format for the sessions agent that we just created. Drop that in. We can preview it to make sure we added in the right widget, and everything looks ready to go. So this session agent is now done. Next, I'll create the general Dev Day agent. So once again, I'll drag in an agent node. Let's call this the Dev Day agent. We'll once again give it some context about what it's doing, and then we'll also make it speak in the style of Froj just to make it really on brand with the day. We'll add in a file once again, so we have a file with all of the information about the day. Call this Dev Day. Attach it. This agent is ready to go as well, and we'll attach that here. Now, it looks like I have a couple more minutes, so let's add in some additional security with one of the pre-built guardrails. So one of the most important things when building agents is being able to trust them, and guardrails help you have that confidence, protecting against hallucinations, adding moderation, blocking PII. In this case, we already have a couple pre-built guardrails. I'll turn one on for a PII, and then I'll just include name as well so I can easily verify its behavior. I'll attach this in to the beginning of the workflow to make sure Froj is really protected against PII, and then I'll add in an additional agent to handle cases when this information is passed in. So again, I'll make it speak in the style of Froj to stay consistent. And I'll remind it that it cannot help with questions that contain sensitive information and remove kind of the context.
That's big.
Great. So I think this workflow is ready to go. I can also configure the output to determine what shows up to the end user. In this case, I can also turn off file search sources if that is kind of more internal. And I think that's it. Let's test it out. I can preview this directly from our agent builder. So here I can ask what session to attend to learn about building agents. And I can see this message moving its way through that workflow we just created, checking guardrail, categorizing intent, pulling information from the file of sessions that I just added in, finding the right session, using the widget that I added,
Wow, look at the widget.
and determining,
cool.
Orchestrating agents at scale at 11:15 with James and Rohan is like the best session for me to go to learn more about this.
Come on.
And then I see a couple ribbits because this is actually Froge talking to me and ribbiting at me. So, okay.
This is completely insane. This is taking custom GPTs to a whole other level. Players like N8N, Zapier, Lindy have got to be shaking in their boots right now. Even if it's not as capable, it's native in ChatGPT, which already has the massive distribution, so it's easier for people to adopt. I can't wait to try this out. A lot more content coming on this.